Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here. We're back in the Lego studio, and you guys already know what it is because the thumbnail and the title, but I got another retired modular. Now, little story behind this one. There's a place, I think it's nationwide, called Bricks and Minifigs. They're kind of my arch nemesis in the way that I want to buy Legos real cheap at yard sales, but now they have another option to go sell them. But I digress. Anyways, but we stopped by one of them, and I'm just kidding. They're cool stores. We have two of them here in town. Stopped by one, and sitting on the shelf was the Palace Cinema, and it was pretty good priced for the, it's used, but as I looked at it, it turned out it was missing pretty much all of the non-building parts of it. There's a car that goes with it, some spotlights, some stuff like that. That was not there. It didn't have any of the minifigures. Some of the stickered parts weren't stickered. There was definitely some sun damage to a lot of the parts. I tried to replace as many of the white ones as I could because those are the ones that really stand out. Some of the other ones are, but it also kind of gives the building a little bit of an old feel, so I was okay with that. The real bad ones. In the roof, there's a whole lot of 1x1 circle, like these kind of pieces right here. Both brown and kind of red. And one of them was a coffee cup instead of one of those pieces. So I don't know if that was Bricks and Minifigs putting it together or if it was where they got it from. But I got it. I was actually able to find all of the missing pieces in here. This is why I get bulk from yard sales and have it. We were able to build the car, all the others. I didn't have to buy any of the pieces. We were able to swap out a lot of the faded pieces for pieces we have here. And because it was such a good price, I was actually able to get a brand new sticker sheet from Bricklink. And I was actually, because they're somewhat basic city minifigs, because this is kind of an older set, I was actually able to get the minifigs at a good price. So we actually have it 100% complete. Stickers, all the pieces, all the parts, all the minifigures, all that stuff. Really, really excited. So let's get to the build. Then we're going to take a look at it and then talk about something we might do with it in the future. So let's get to the build. All right, so there was the build. Let's take a look at it. Not going to spend a ton of time because for anybody who's into Lego stuff, you know, into these buildings, this set has been out for a long time. But the funny part is I want to look through it because I haven't seen many people do the inside of these in a long time. So this is obviously a movie theater. You can see that it's very influenced by Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. This place where all the hand and footprints are in the concrete and whatnot. So we were able to rebuild the entire limo. This is the chauffeur, and this is known as the child star. That is actually the name. So we were able to build this 100% out of our stuff. We've got the spotlights shining, probably more into the sky. We've got the barriers here to keep the crowds back so that, you know, for the premiere. But I've always loved this set. It is a corner modular. These are some of the stickered pieces I was talking about that we didn't have. And it just didn't look right without them. So when you saw the build, they didn't have them on there. Most of the palace part I had replaced because the white was very sun damaged, but it's pretty cool. I actually had all of these movie poster windows were in the set. So I actually have another full set of these that I can put in other places in the city to promote these movies. And obviously we have the ticket taker. For a movie theater, lots of windows, an excessive amount of windows. Find it a little bit odd, but whatever. All right. And then you can see, let's get this stuff out of the way. Let's go ahead and you can kind of see on the roof, kind of a bare area. You know, these are early modulars. There's some things that seem a little off, but there is a door to get out there. So we'll take off the roof layer. Oh, my camera fell over. Let me fix that real quick. Now, I know there's been a lot of people who have complained about this set, but I don't know. I dig it. So as you can see, we've got a couple of the, I guess, the stars of the movie here. Maybe they're going to talk to people. I don't have anybody in the seats. And you can see that there's something playing up here. We got the staircase that goes up to the roof. And then if we go like this is where the projector and the projectorist, is that a word? I don't know. The film runny guy sits up here. I think this is supposed to very much be like a very old theater. Maybe it was redone and they really wanted to kind of keep the aesthetic. This is something that a lot of other Lego builders have complained about, is this here. I'll probably leave it that way. I kind of dig it. And then if we come down, let's see if I can do this without ripping half of it off. Some of these modulars can be tricky. Close enough. Let's see. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. And then down here we have the lobby. Now, if you notice on this original set, the base plate is all red. And I believe the reason, and it's one of the only ones I've seen, you can actually see it if I lift this up. Whoop, there goes those. You can see the base plate is red. This is the actual base plate to it I used for the Mills plate. And I think the reason is because they kind of wanted it to look like red carpet in there. So that's the idea. So even with the Mills plate, I made sure to keep that red. But I was still able to keep it all gray along here so that it matches up in our city. But you can see we've got a ticket taker here. We've got a photographer, paparazzi here ready for the stars to come in. And then over here, we've got a small concession stand and a couple of plants and whatnot. And then the front doors are actually cool. They are brick built and they're on this angle and they actually open up all the way. And then of course, one of the most iconic parts are these pieces here, which are supposed to represent the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So yeah, really, really awesome. I love the fact that it's 100% complete. We were able to do that. And yeah, this is one of those kind of very much in the Holy Grail kind of. I have many Holy Grails, very sacrilege, but yeah, this is one of them that I Wasn't sure if I was ever able to get, so I'm very excited to add it to our collection. So basically, obviously we're going to put this in the city. So that's going to be coming soon. I'm very excited for that. I got to get in there. Lots of ideas. But like I said, I'm very proud that we were able to rebuild this, that we were able to get it now. I had mentioned at the beginning of stuff that I might try and mess with. I may, in a later video, maybe try and tile the bottom floor to make that red floor kind of more intricate. But I don't know if I'm really going to change a whole lot. I thought about changing the projection room and everything like that, but I think I might keep it kind of the same way. So, but for now, we're going to keep it in its 100% its original way, authenticity, the authentic way. That's what I said. Sometimes I have to teach your words. Anyways, I'm kidding. I love you. Don't divorce me. Anyways, but yeah, so there we go. There is the Palace Cinema. It is a set that has been out for a very long time, but it's new to me. And if you're, you don't know a lot of these, it's new to you. But there we go. I can't wait to get it in the city. So thank you guys so much for just supporting the channel. Don't forget, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment. Thank you. Share on social media. I got this. All of those things help out the channel. Check out the links down below if you want to help support the channel even more, the Patreon and other things like that. But anyways, until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.